T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
And I think we got there. Can you hear me? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going, and only because it's Saturday night, right? I thought, now we can pull out the real Bahama Mama glass, right? The last time I had it, I don't know if you remember, I mean, I spilled it all over the place. Yeah, so since then, Betty doesn't allow me, but she said it's Saturday. And it's Friday. It depends on where you are, right? Where I am, it's still Friday, Saturday. Anyway, you know, I actually thought it was Saturday. Hallelujah. It's a Friday. Anyway, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I want to go over staking. And, you know, I've also noticed, because since I'm not streaming regularly, sometimes it's hard also to do the portfolio updates and include all the positions. So I am going to run through some staking positions that, you know, I haven't shared with you in the last 3-4 months. And yeah, just drop a few words, because some of them are really good, some of them are a little bit complicated. That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to have a look at the market, and yeah, and that's it. Engine starter. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Anyway, oh, it's Saturday, Catamaran. How are you doing? Good. I mean, it's so nice when the market is moving. We're seeing old friends coming back. Anyway, tonight, it's only for the sexy looking people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
You know what? It's Saturday. Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, it's not because I had too many Bahama Mamas or anything. I just have to say, when you live this life where, you know, especially because I'm in Ukraine, right? I mean, we can't go out after 11. So we don't go to any restaurants. There's basically, you know, power cuts. So you live this daily routine, so you kind of forget what day it is. Anyway, it's Saturday. Guys, okay. Well, first things first, right? So we know what we're going to talk about, and I think, then let's start, because that's what to do. I go something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps here Saturday Night Live. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, well then please do me a favor, hit like, smash, subscribe, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can, and this is really important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I run the littlest channel on the interweb. So, first things first, I look forward to going to the chit-chat, you know that. Today, I actually do have a little things to say about the technical things. Anyway, we're seeing Bitcoin at almost at 25,000. That is the big thing, right? 25,000. Now we're going to go through it or not. Down 1.5%. We got Ethereum down 1.8% at 1,684. And we got Cardano slightly holding up about 39. It's good to see that 4 in front. And I should be here again. If anyone is still here, then thank the good Lord for that. Thank the good Lord. I mean, I don't know what this is happening. And if you think it's boring or irritating, you can't even imagine how I feel. Anyway, I'm sorry for that. I am so sorry. Let's go back here, because we're back at the Bitcoin chart, right? Anyway, so the week is ending. We are high above the 7-day moving average, which is seems like the trend is still bullish. And more importantly than that, really look at the volume. If we look at the volume here, the last, going back going back here, we can see back in already in, now when did it really start here? Back in September, we have seen that the volume has really increased. And that is important because if you compare that to the ending of the previous bear cycles, it's always when we are seeing a lot of volume come in that we kind of, well, at least in the past, then we kind of know that we are turning around. So I think it's really looking good. Now, today, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually gonna share a little bit on a short-term technical analysis point of view. You see, it seems that the 25,000, right? The 25,000 is kind of like a psychological hurdle that we need to go through. And it's very, if you are new to investing, you will be, and if you even do technical charting, right, you will go in here and then we'll put a line and say, okay, 25,000 is the top, and it would be a good time to short it. Now, I mean, I don't do day trading or these things, but I actually think that it's only a matter of time. Usually when, in order to break through another level, we can sometimes, build some kind of like a support or resistance level for the future. So I think we will be, now we're looking at the daily, so we might be dancing a little bit around below the 25, but my gut feeling is saying that we're going to break through it. It really says, I think we're going to break through the 25, and then I think that the next goal is really 30,000. But who knows? Who knows? But in case you do want to understand a thing or two about who's making the market, who's manipulating the market, well, then you don't have to do me a favor and you have to go to Traders Reality and listen to Tino, because he is probably, from my point of view, the best YouTube channel that there is, besides me, of course, no, but that really gives you substance, really gives you knowledge. He combines what you see on the charts with macro fundamentals, and so do me a favor, go and listen to Tino. Even if you are not a day trader, you will understand. It's the level 1 to understanding who is really manipulating the markets.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a conversation. Mad love and respect to every single one of you beautiful people.
And then let's have a quick look at what's going on in the market. We are now at 1.1 trillion, right? It's good to see. Of course, we're seeing the cryptocurrencies now at 22,571. I remember when there was just a few thousand. What are we seeing? Bitcoin up or down 1.2%, 1.1%. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time, because what we have also really seen the past few days, or the last 2 years, is that when the crypto market is going down, it tends that the overall market is going down, right? When it goes up, we are seeing everything is going up. And there is one important thing that I want to share with you. Please go and look at Coin Bureau's video from today. I always say Coin Bureau, of course, it is the biggest channel around. Guy, he's terrible in timing the market, really terrible. But he is fantastic in summarizing good summaries. And what he's doing today is he's summarizing the summary from the Federal Reserve. And what they are talking about, they're talking about the correlation if the crypto, they're actually just referring to Bitcoin, that Bitcoin has not really been correlating to the traditional markets based on macroeconomic factors as everyone has been talking about the past 6 months. I hope, and I really hope that you have paid attention to that. I always said, no, we are not really seeing a correlation to the traditional markets. The future of finance is being built right in front of our eyes. It has a low market cap, and I very much believe that we're going to see the implosion of the traditional markets, and then we are really going to see the blockchain industry ecosystem take off. But anyway, go and you should have a look at that, because it would also give you a better understanding that all these other YouTube channels or whatever they're talking about now, all of a sudden, when you know the interest rates go up and down, or unemployment, now all of a sudden we have, you know, that has an impact on the crypto markets. No, it didn't really, not at all. But you know, I've been saying it, but there are some facts that probably are better than what I've been talking about. Anyway, if anyone's still around, then it is really time to say hello. Hallelujah. Time for Bahama Mama. Jay Sire, how are you doing? I'm back. You're back. Thank you so much. Chaotic Rage, thank you for being here. And I'm thinking about you every day with these NFTs. They are gonna get a little more closer into that. Have not spent too much time on that. Dennis Van Rijn, also an old friend passing by again. Good to see you. Sandra, lots of love. Crypto Cocky is here. Cindy Cox. It is, Gus. Good to see it. Oh, and it is most lovely to see old friends. This is, you know, and I want to ask all my old friends, where have you been? Where have you been? Have you been on holiday? Did you take all those coins we made from the last cycle, from the right pocket, from the left pocket, and the back pocket, and spend them all? Or did you do what you were not supposed to? Buy high and sell low? Anyway, it's the right time. That's what I said also last 2 days ago. I have to congratulate every single one of you that are here now. You got to be proud of yourself. Because the fact is that when are we going to see all the pigeons coming into the market? All the pigeons, they're going to come back. They're going to come back once we have reached the previous all-time highs. I mean, just look at this. If we look here at Bitcoin, right? At around 69,000, a little bit before, that's when retail investors, when Sister Shelly and Brother Jamal, when the taxi driver and the milk lady, that's when they're going to enter the market. And that's also why that if we go back a little bit in history, and then why is it that we don't expect the next cycle to stop at 70,000 Bitcoin, right? No, because really the retail money, the pigeon money, the sheep money is going to enter the market once the mainstream media is really going to hype it up again. But the fact that you are already here means that we're going to make the biggest gains until we reach up to the 70. And if you know a little bit about, you know, percentage calculation, you know, you get in now, and then the higher we go, you know, you know, great returns. Not a good thing to enter the market and buy Bitcoin at 69,000, even if we do think it's going to go to 200. Now's the time to be here. So thank you, and you should thank yourself. Anyway, it's so good to see Catamaran here. And Shahida, meet my soul brother. And who else we got? Let me say, E.S. Owens. Gala is still cheap. I mean, it's funny. I think, hey, Harvey, thank you for being here. And my good friend, Blockchain Bully. I still think, and this, when we look at the market, we're still very, very early, right? And I just, you know, so I mean, of course, we always want to buy at the low, right? At the low. And we always want to sell at the highest high. But timing the market, as I've said many times, is really not the easiest thing. Akan, good to see you. And Persian Empire. Anyway, I hope there's another dump in the market. Well, then let's just go, before we go in and with the staking talk, another dump, right? I mean, another dump. I think it's more and more convincing that we probably, I think I'm not really, I mean, the 12,000 was my prediction, right, for December, and that we didn't get. And when I made the prediction, it was in, you know, January last year. So, you know, 12, 15, I think it coordinated very well with the previous bear cycles. So, listen, it would be a mistake just to wait. You see, even when we were at 15, I also said, you know, waiting to go from 15 to 12, as opposed to excluding the opportunity, because we know with the blockchain industry, anytime it can turn around, right? So it's still early. You know, might not get the top coins at 90% discount, but then you get them at 70% discount. And that is really a good thing. And what a chaotic rate, what do you say? You say here, probably go down and check 20K and see what happens. Yeah. I mean, something fundamental has to happen that we will go all the way down to 12. Black Swan. Anyway, let's start with this little presentation of ours, and I will try to go through it quickly. Making money staking crypto. You see, sometimes when we have these bear markets, there are some coins that actually offer huge opportunities where you kind of just generate more coins, right? And then when it's gonna turn around, yes, even though your holding went down by staking for, it depends on how long, you will be able to be much happier in the end. Anyway, I didn't know if that really made sense here. So I'm just going to go through it, what is good and what is bad. And I'm going to run through it pretty quickly. Polkadot, well, as you probably know, they're locked in the parachain auctions, and it's still going to take a little bit more than a year. Down in the bottom from these positions, I always put, this is Betty's position, should it go to an all-time high. So if you're going to see Polkadot go to an all-time high, well, then her Polkadot position would be 302,000. Kusama, we are staking that. That's basically, and I want to, Chaotic Rage, he was also talking about Akala and Karura, and their platforms are not really performing anything good. And the only thing that I'm doing there on Karura currently is staking our Kusamas that we have been receiving from the first parachain auctions back, and we are staking them as LKSM, as liquid KSM, for around 18%. And you are right, there's nothing happening, but let's maybe talk about, let's talk about that right now. Akala and Karura, their platforms are really not doing great, right? So this is what we are staking on Akala currently. 0 and 0, nothing. And that's a shit show a little bit, right? When a few months back, we were providing liquidity, Akala and the AUSD at 21% and Liquid Dot and AUSD at 14%. Anyway, it is what it is. Moonbeam, staking, I don't think Moonbeam there, I have to admit, I'm not 100% if it's 5%, maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher, but Moonbeam has not really been famous for providing a lot of staking rewards. Actually, when you look generally on the Polkadot ecosystem, it's not so generous, except one token that is absolutely, I believe it has huge potential future. You know which one I'm talking about, but you gotta wait a little bit. Staking at 80%. Litentry. We have been talking about this for a while, but Litentry is really taking off, and it was not really possible to stake Litentry on their own parachain prior, but you can do that now. And I've only been doing it for a few days, so probably the staking rewards, they're gonna go considerably down, but it's a good interface, it's a good experience, it works good, and so Litentry is probably, it was not only the highest, the coin, once they won the auction, where you gain the most in terms of rewards if you would have participated in the parachain auction, but also here the staking rewards are quite good. I mean, very good, to say the least. So the next one that we have not really talked about a lot is Power Ledger. I hope you do know that we like Power Ledger and we love Energy Web token. However, the Power Ledger token, actually we've been staking that for a while, and it's around 35% the way that I was able to calculate it, and because it's not very. Yeah, I made a screenshot of their website or their app. So we started staking 58,215 days ago, and you can see that the rewards are 12,301, and so based on this is how we came up with around the 35%. What is, however, the difference between staking and not staking is that you can see here down below the all-time high if it would reach its all-time high with our position, it would be worth 100 145,000. However, after staking and getting these nice staking rewards, should Power Ledger go to its all-time high, then it would be 145,000 and prior 110, right? So it is a huge difference just by keeping the coins, generating rewards, even when the market is going down. Because these coins that we're generating now, right, hopefully they will also reach the all-time high, and we will be greatly rewarded in that sense. I hope it makes sense. I'm not really on top today. Internet computer, also a coin that we have not spoken about so much. It was actually our good friend Jay Dobbs. He convinced me to open up a small position when it was down 99%. So we went in and we bought a few coins, and so we're staking now ICP, and yeah, let's see. You know, those, I think around 8% is not a lot. I have to lock them up for at least 185 days, and I think you also gotta do some voting and so on. So it's a little bit complicated. Also, the staking rewards with ICP, they are not really that enormous, but huge potential. Internet ICP is still down, I think 99%. So risk reward probably not so bad. Energy Web Token. So if you compare Energy Web Token with Power Ledger, where Power Ledger we are staking for 35% and Energy Web Token at 6%. Yeah, when you only stake at 6%, I mean, you might even sometimes wonder, is it even worth it? Especially if you compare it to Litentry currently at 80%. But, you know, everything and anything you can get free, I guess it's worth it. And again, Energy Web Token really seems to be, I truly believe it's going to be the market leader when it comes to the energy sector. Also, Chico just made a very good video on that. Chromia, we're staking Chromia at 25%, and we're doing that also on the Chromia app or DApp, staking at 25%. And I don't know if you follow this channel, then you know Chromia is a coin that we've been, you know, we bought very, very early, sold a lot also again, but you know, it's an old friend, and I think they have potential. Mention A Star again. Also, we are providing liquidity on the ART swap, and there we are providing liquidity AUSD and A Star for 36%. Not bad. Kyling is another polka dot. There's another beautiful dot that where we were staking like crazy. It was fantastic, but then all of a sudden they discontinued, or you know, stopped their staking, and since then nothing. But anyway, if Kyling is going to take off, you can see Betty, she would be you know, 1.5 million happy about Kyling. Then Insurace, we also spoke about that, only 3%, right? But Insurace is really, really discounted. I also think it's like 90 or something % from its all-time high. We spoke about that, just launched the video. Synthetics is great also, you know, but the staking rewards, the percentage, they've gone down a little bit. But and in case you do stake Synthetics, you do that on their also, you know, through their website on the Ethereum network. You can also do it on some layer 2. However, there you really have to pay attention that you're on it every week. You have to make sure that you're within your let's say margin, because when you stake the Synthetics, they're gonna mint some SUSD. So it's also, you can't just leave it. You really gotta once a week take care of it. Metis DAO, we're providing Metis, providing liquidity, Metis and USDT. And I actually think, yeah, USDT. And we're staking that at 35%. We used to have a very big position in Metis, but now if it's going to hit its all-time high, it would only be worth around 100,000. And we do that on NetSwap. Here's a coin we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about a lot more. And actually, this is a little bit of a let's say a Saturday night gift tonight. You see, Mantra DAO has been around for a while. Let's go and have a look at the chart. And they it's also a DEX. If you don't know it, it's a decentralized exchange. But what happened was, I think that they also took a big hit with the Terra situation, and people that like Betty, we were providing quite a lot of liquidity to the platform. So all of a sudden, they had to kind of, close down for a little while, right? And while we were seeing right, left, and center with Celsius and Terra and whatever, 3 Arrows Capital, how everything was going bad, of course, we were scared that we were not going to get, our money. What was MantraDAO they have been able to, they kept saying, you just take it easy. We will make sure that we're going to make you whole again. And they kept it, maybe took a little while, but they have come up with proposals. And I can already tell you that it took time, but they're paying out. They're paying out. This is a fantastic protocol with people with lots of integrity and honor. And this is a very rare thing that you see, especially in new markets like this. So currently it is trading at 4 cents on the dollar. It has been all the way down to 2 cents. But, if we go in and see an all-time high of, I think it was like 70 cents. And in the last cycle, we also did participate with MantraDAO, and we made great returns. I am going to make we are going to talk more about that. I think it could be, I really think that MantraDAO, with their team, with their dedication, I would pick up a few. In fact, Betty, she has a lot. We got paid so many coins, but not only MantraDAO, also other new protocols that's going to launch, that if it's going to hit its all-time high, it will be worth $1.4 million. And it's been, distributed with a vesting schedule, so it's not like it's just going to crash the market. In fact, the first tranche has already been paid out, and we have seen the price double since that. So yeah, watch out for that. I think they have good things. Umbrella Ella. Umbrella, here we are staking nothing, but it's only because they just recently stopped their staking, and I think that they will probably launch new staking pools. But Umbrella is a coin that we've been holding on to, I think, for more than 2 years, and they had very high staking rewards. So we just kept them, and I think we started off with like 200,000 Umbrella tokens. Now we have around 400,000. And if Umbrella is going to hit its all-time high, well, that would be worth of 1 million for Betty. So, sometimes it's just worth, taking a chance. This is probably, Umbrella, I've always said, that is a coin where you have to be careful, in terms of risk reward. You have to be careful with everything, and everything I say is not financial advice. We know that. But Umbrella is actually also now really shown that they're working hard, and they're expanding, and they're reporting and keeping us updated. And it seems to be that they are perhaps good opportunities. The next one that we're staking, or what we're doing, is Radium. We're providing liquidity on the Solana ecosystem for Radium on the Radium protocol, and there we are providing liquidity in combination with USDC. So Radium and USDC, and we're currently generating around 27%. So that means we also get 27% on the altcoin, right? It's not bad. If you were to provide only stake Radium, then I think it's around 10%. So should that hit its all-time high, well, then Betty will have Radium tokens and worth for 1.5. If it's gonna hit its all-time high, I really hope she's gonna increase my salary, right, and get us a new internet connection. These were some of the staking protocols, or where we are staking, that I wanted to talk about, and that's about it now. So before I go to the chit chat, remember, still 1 more week until the giveaway winner is gonna be announced. So please, the link is down below if you want to participate. Not many people do, so there's great chances of winning 50 BUSD. All you need to have is a BUSD wallet. So that's about that. Okay, so I see that Energy Web token is great, and that's it. Guys, I thank you for being here. Let's see tomorrow if we can do it better without internet connections, right? That would be really, really good. And what do you say, Crypto Boy? Gavin Wood also created Energy Web token, EVT. Yes. It was actually Frank who who sent us a very nice in our Telegram group. He was sending there was like some interview or talks where Garvin Wood is together with the founder of EVT of Energy Web Token, and I mean it really seems that yeah, I think it has a lot of potential. So that's it. Okay, guys, Jay Sire, is BNB in danger because of the SEC? I also spoke about that here a few days ago. I don't in danger. When you ask, I think you should look at it from different perspectives. If BNB today, if Binance would go down today, it wouldn't really affect the overall narrative for the cryptocurrency industry or for the blockchain industry, right? Because the future of finance is being built on the blockchain, and it's being built right in front of our eyes. Binance is an exchange, right? It's a marketplace providing liquidity, buying and selling, making a market on a centralized exchange. It doesn't really change anything when it comes to the long-term narrative. Now, of course, this goes without saying, Binance is the biggest exchange in the world. And I think that they have contributed immensely to the industry. Now, of course, if they were going to get a fine or being expelled from the US or, something, I think it would be like a hiccup towards the next cycle. I don't think it would really, this would not have enough impact in order to change the narrative or the need for the Web 3.0. So, but of course, better to stay, cautious. And I use Binance myself. I use it for trading, buying and selling, but always take my coins out and put them in my hardware wallet or provide staking on various different protocols, as you see here. So that's it. Yeah, and Chaotic Rage. I also, I got to say something, Chaotic Rage. Were you always so good on crypto, or is it really just the time that you spent on it? Because I can really feel that you are, I remember when we met first time, and compared to now, you seem to be very much on top. A real line. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, try to keep it short. A little bit sorry about that internet connection there, that got lost, right? And what is mass? So let's hope we can set things up and be better tomorrow. I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow.
You know who has a plan B? The people that lose. That's a fact. The people who go all in, the people who burn the ships and leave themselves no other option but success. Those people are dedicating all their skills, all their resources, all their energy into producing a specific outcome. And if you're competing against someone who's going all in with every resource they have, and you're only going half in because you're half in and you're half out, guess what? You're gonna lose. So you guys out there with your plan B mentality, you need to take that and set it on fire, because all it's gonna get you is more of what you already have. Every single person that wins big, every single person that you look at, every single person that you're inspired by, every single person that you aspire to be like, they only have one plan, and that is they are gonna win or they are gonna die trying. All these people out there talking about, oh, well, if that doesn't work out, I'll just go back to this. Whatever this is, which happens to be their miserable life they have now, those people always lose.
What's the most important key to success? I think it's hunger. It's not getting satisfied. What matters is hunger. A hunger that doesn't go, a hunger to learn, a hunger to grow, a hunger to serve, a hunger to give, a hunger to create breakthroughs.
Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 100%. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. But I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to wait.
You gotta talk like you got power even when you've been through shame. You gotta talk like you got power even when you've made mistakes. You gotta talk like you're getting up even though your bones are still in the valley. You gotta talk like you're going somewhere.
You have to take the hand you've been dealt and make the most of it. Nothing that's happened to you has stopped your destiny. Don't let one bad break, one injustice, one difficult season cause you to be sour. When we go through loss, things we don't understand, that victim mentality will always come knocking at the door. Instead of having a victim mentality, switch over to a victor mentality. That bad break is not how your story ends. The loss, the sickness, the injustice is not going to limit the rest of your life. You didn't like it, but what you can't see is it set you up for double.